to finish today's program with abdominals. Now you might be adding the whole of our upper body, lower body and abdominals around, working around the home in one program, which is fine. Or you might decide to do one of these each day and then have a day off and start again. So whatever works for you is perfectly fine. Remember to just always check in with yourself. So today all we need is a strap for our stretching at the end and a water bottle, or in this case we're using a water bottle, or if you've got a weight, that's fine. So let's start with a warm-up, where we're going to start with our legs a little wider, hold your water bottle, start from the side here, keeping your shoulders towards the front and swinging up. So from the knee to across the body and up. And we're getting a nice stretch and breathe. We're getting some movements through the abdominals, core, and through your intercostal muscles, through the ribs. And you may even be able to get up on your toe and swing down, up on your toe and swing down. So I like to give this to golfers, pulling up and down, pulling up and down. One more, good, and then swapping sides. So you're going to start from low to high, swing and down, swing and down. So depending on how much flexibility you've got, will depend on how far you get round. Just breathe, point the toe if you can. Nice warm up for the core body and the breath. Good. Last time. And release. And from there, take the legs a little wider. You're going to swing up and down. Swing up and down. Stretching through the abdominals from the rectus up to underneath your ribs. Again, check with the arms. They might not want to go this high. Just work to your level. You could hold your bottle on the ends or the middle. Again, checking in with what feels right. Breathing. Squatting a little, swinging and stretching. Couple more. Lovely. And find your way to the floor. Utilizing your cushion here. So, got the cushion, we're going to squeeze it up, put it between our knees, lay on down. Coming to the floor, squeezing the cushion. We're going to do some little bit of abdominal work, working from the top end, rolling up and back down. So you get this little curling action. Breathing out, brace through the tummy, squeeze and lift. And see if you can do it with the breath. So inhale, exhale. Think about inhaling, floating, spreading out the ribs, squeezing in. Good. And then we're going to add on. And the next time you breathe out, slide those hands up as you exhale, exhale. Squeeze the knees together to work through the hips in and outer, and then all the way down. So if you don't need to touch the head to the floor, stay with the head off and you'll add on. And breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So that's the level one. If you've got neck issues, you might want to hold the hand behind the head and squeeze up, hold, come down. So do a couple and then swap arms. And those of you that want to go to the next level, have your water bottle nearby so that you can add the dimension of coming up. At that end of the exhalation, you're holding, you've got a bit more weight, and back down. Breathing out, breathing in on the way down. Again, optional whether you put the head to the floor and do 1 + 1 + 1, or staying with the head off the floor means you can do 1, 2, 3 and on from there. So whatever level, work with that. Couple more. Good. Staying with the cushion between the knees to squeeze and activate the outer thighs, inner legs. Bring your hands underneath your back at the waist. And you're simply going to learn to push down with the abdominals, firming through, and relax. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the breath out, press the hands by pushing the back in, by pushing the belly in, and relax. Breathing out, squeeze, hold, and release. Very, very basic, but very, very effective. Gives you good learning on breath, contraction, squeezing actions, and release. So sometimes these simple movements work a lot from the inside that you don't always see going on. So we've got to remember your core muscles. Start right round where your fingers are now and come all the way around the body. To have an efficient, strong back, you need to have strong, efficient abdominal muscles, core muscles. Last time, and relax. Take hold of your cushion. Let's balance out the lower half of the abdominals. So from the pubis upwards, we've done the top down, we're now going to do from the bottom up. So simple movement is just squeezing the cushion behind us will activate, and then we're going to roll from the tail end towards the waist. And well, first level is just to simply get this little movement of rocking forward and back in using your abdominal muscles and the breath. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Get the breath going first. You can always tell if you're a little bit kerfuddled, if you're not breathing well. So we're going to increase it. So for those of you that want to go to the next level, you might be able to simply roll and press on your hands and lift the bottom off, lifting somewhat off the floor. Good. Squeeze. Now, that's still too easy for you. You might be able to take the cushion between the legs and roll up and down from here. Press up, down. Press up, down. Squeezing and lifting, squeezing and lifting, lifting and squeezing. How you going? Good. And one last time, wherever you are, put the feet on the floor, bring the cushion out, give yourself a little breather. Relax. Good. From that movement, putting the cushion back in, so we've got this action of squeezing and taking your attention downwards. Have the bottle nearby. We're going to add some movements. So we're going to come up. So if this is a really tough one for you, stay with the first two and work to get some strength. Otherwise, you want to put the hands behind, press on the feet, and bring yourself towards sitting. Roll it back down and take yourself to the floor. Think about breathing out, pulling the tummy in, using the abdominal muscles and the hands if you need to come up. Roll back down, gently release. So that's level 1 with the hands coming up. Level 2 may be in your grasp without the hands. And level 3 would be holding the water bottle to get a little bit more weight. Pushing up and sitting. Good. And back down. Come up to sitting. So if you're on the floor, use your elbows, use your hands to come up. Sit nice and tall. We're going to do sit backs. So we simply go back half the way and up. Abdominals are firm. Chin is slightly in. So my back is somewhat flat. Trying to keep the natural shape of my back. I'm not rounding. I'm not trying to stay too tall. I've got a little bit of a back going in and I'm soft through my upper body. So that's level 1 and 2. If you want to increase it, hold this. A little bit of weight. Pulling back, squeezing the knees, pressing the feet. And from here, hold it back. Maybe you could add a twist to one side, come up, go back, twist, come up. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. See what works for you with the breathing. You may want to breathe in a different fashion. You might want to breathe in and out as you're moving and twisting on a hold. So work with the breath to what feels right for you. No hard and fast rules. But the twist is optional. And again, make sure you feel good about the twist. You're putting a lot of leverage here. So if it's not feeling right for your back, you need to go back a notch and build back up before you start doing these more advanced ones. So let's finish here and come back down to the floor. Relax for a moment. Deep belly breath. Good. Roll your chin to your chest. Use your arms coming up. We'll get rid of our cushion and we will do one pose, one movement from a yoga pose called boat. So I'm just going to do this on an angle for you. First level is to simply bring one leg off the floor, lift the chest and hold. Do the other side. Now you're either going to repeat that or you're going to add on. Maybe you can do both. Hold it here. Maybe you can reach through and grab hold of the feet. And maybe you're able to hold the backs of the legs and take your leg to somewhat straight and lift your chest. So the key to this movement is a little bit of flexibility, but also thinking about where the weight is. I've put the weight into the beam of my boat. Here's my boat, sailing high. Okay, so I want to have the weight down through the air into the bottom of the boat and not weighing my legs down. So if I make my legs really heavy, that makes me uneven and my boat very uneven. So you just want to work to whatever level. Might be knees bent, might be one knee straight, one knee bent. Whatever level you're at, hold it there. Might even find it really much easier just to lean back on your arms and bring the legs out. And you could do a few movements with the legs like so, building up the strength. Remember not to push the stomach muscles out as you do that. Try to draw them in so that you tone and support from deep within. All right, so that's our abs. So now you just need your strap to stretch everything out. And we'll start with some really good stretches for the hamstrings and then we'll finish with the abdominals. So first of all, putting the strap, it could be a strap, it could be a band, it could be the tie, your husband's tie, depending on whether you're talking to him today. And you just want to make sure that the strap is an extension of your hands. So I want to keep the chest lifting as my elbows come down. So you may have it up here, but don't lift the shoulders off the floor. Think about drawing them down. And I always say you want to get the legs straight. It doesn't have to be vertical to the ceiling, but somewhat straight so that you now put the pressure into the hips where we're working. So you've got the leg straight to your level, shoulders relaxed, chest lifting, neck soft. And the leg will draw into its level. If you need to keep the knee bent, keep the knee bent. And even just laying on the floor with your back on the ground, you're putting yourself into a nice even position. Okay, to progress, we're going to put the strap into the same as our leg. Hold it and take it out to the side. So if you're really, really tight, you might be able to put the elbow to the floor and press the leg against the band and hold it that way. Another way is to get close enough to a wall or a piece of furniture so you can actually put your foot on the furniture and hold it there. A couple of breaths here, releasing and letting go. If you're really tight and you feel like you're wanting to fall in that leg, bend this other knee so that the knee bends out, holds the pelvis level. If you're flexible, you're used to this pose, then this leg should be straight and keeping both sides of the body down. Work to open both sides evenly. Bring the leg in, going into a stretch where we're going to draw the foot towards us, the knee away, and see if we can put that ankle on top of the other leg. You may not need the strap, but if you want to progress, just keep it nearby because the next movement you might need it. We're taking this knee away from us and we're going to add on, we're going to try and bring this foot off. So now you might be able to go through the gap and hold the shin, or you might be able to hold the strap. So this is a piriformis stretch. It's quite a strong stretch for those very tight in the hips, but it's a really nice one to do for people who get a low back sciatic pain, and that's the piriformis muscle is squeezing a nerve that runs down the leg. And not had it myself, but I've treated people who've got problems with it, and it can be quite painful. So you want to gently work with it and just assess the body and do bits and pieces for it bit by bit. So we're going to come out, you release the band, put the foot down, just relax for a moment, see how you feel between the two sides before we repeat all of that on the other leg. Putting the strap around your other leg. Remember, you're holding the leg to somewhat level of straightness. So if you need to straighten the leg away from you towards the floor and hold more of the strap, or less in your hands, more out of the strap, do so. And again, over time, you've got weight, gravity pressing this leg back into the socket, which is why it's so nice for the hip. You got your back on the floor, it's in a natural shape, there's no cheating through the spine. I like to use things for props. So the floor is our prop here. The strap is aiding us to get into the pose, into the movement, and opening us up. If you're a little tighter and this leg's going to go out to the side in a moment, you want to keep this knee bent, by all means do so. And then open this leg out to the side. So you're only holding it with the same arm that the leg is out. And remember again, you use the floor, use the strap, maybe use a piece of furniture under that extended leg. If you're used to the pose, then by all means extend this other leg and work the two sides together. So I'm extending both feet away from the hips, out of the sockets, allowing gravity to take this leg down or propping it on a piece of furniture. Bend it or bring it back up straight. Bend back to bring this leg. Bend this knee. Maybe you need to hang on to the strap to get the foot towards you. First level is to get the ankle to the thigh. Hold that. You're directing this side knee away from you, and that might be where you stay. That might be your level. If you're able to proceed, maybe take this one behind you and draw the foot off the floor and stay with that. Maybe you can hold the strap closer or even hold your shin. All degrees of capabilities here, and sometimes it's nothing to do with how much flexibility you've got. It's more to do with the shape of the bones. Top of the femur, the greater trochanter, has all these different knobbles, and sometimes they just don't allow you to open out. So you'll be pushing away there for a long time and nothing's going to happen. But work, get the balance out of the pelvis, whatever's on the floor, your foundations, and enjoy the stretch while you're in it. One more breath here. Put the foot down, bring the knee up, put both feet on the floor. Just wiggle around, see what you feel. Pop the strap out of the way. Draw the knees towards you, one at a time or both together, and go for a knee hug. Deep belly breath. Pulling the knees towards you for the lower back stretch. Hands onto the knee bones, and you're just going to circle the legs out, away together. Inhale as you come through. Exhale as you go away. Inhale, exhale, back the other way. And one last time. And then we're going to relax down. So you're going to have a nice release. So we're going to either bring the knees together, feet wide, and hands on the belly, and concentrate on belly breathing. Or if you feel you want to go straight into relaxation, extend the legs along the floor, have the hips a little wider than your feet a little wider, sorry, than your hips. Hands to the sides and relax here. And then just gently relax into it, letting everything drop to the floor, feeling how you're feeling. This might be where you want to pause and come back to finishing in 5 minutes or so, or you may want to roll to your side and come up with me also. So I will bid you namaste. Thank you very much for the journey with me today. I look forward to seeing you again soon.